Welcome. I am Bruce with Prep Hoops, your boys basketball content writer, exposure scout, and rankings expert. Parents looking to give your kids the recruiting edge, go to 7outs.com today and schedule a free 15-minute recruiting consultation. He is a 7-foot center from Sierra Vista High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is currently ranked as the 18th ranked prospect in Prep Hoops, Nevada. He is running with the Las Vegas Knicks this summer. He is blowing up all over the next pro circuit. He has offers from Iowa, Illinois, Stanford, Arizona State, Northwestern, UNLV. Did I miss anybody? He is Zavion Stanton. Zavion, thanks for taking the time to sit down and talk with me. How you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great. Well, let's jump right into it. Tell me a little bit about your story. So, what's your basketball background? When did you start playing, and who got you started?
Okay, so I used to play football for the longest time. So that was really just where I was headed. But my dad kept telling me to start playing basketball. And so, and then my mom started telling me. So I just finally got pushed to actually go try out. So I started 8th grade going into freshman year. So I tried out with Blues and ended up making the team. So that was just kind of where it started. I ended up practicing with Coach Bedowitz and Coach Cooper, and just going from there. That's kind of where it started.
That's a perfect segue to my next part. The first time I saw you was one of your first practices with Sierra Varsity your freshman year. Went in there, watched you play, and be honest, I didn't really think you were that great. The next year I saw you, 365 days later, you looked like Neon Boudreaux. You reminded me of the character from Blue Chips. You look like a completely different player. Just your aggression, your entire game had changed. What did you do within that year that allowed you to go from where I saw you, as a freshman to the beginning of your sophomore year?
Honestly, just not giving up. I mean, I took criticism well, just like from coaches and from everybody. I was just always wanting to work, and it didn't matter what it was, whether it was trying to dribble or dunking consistently. It was just kind of just getting into the groove of things and getting just in a better flow.
How would you describe your game now for some of the people that might not have seen you or might not be familiar with your game?
I think now it's a lot more aggressive than before. I used to play very scared. Now I play like I am the big man on the court. So I like to just dominate paint, really.
Is there a player that you model your game after?
KD, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Definitely.
That's not a bad one. Hopefully he shows up tonight. That's not a bad one. Let's get to know a little more about X. I got a couple of probing questions here that'll let the audience know more about you. Like I said, you came off the radar. So answer a few of these for me. Your favorite food is?
Honestly, any kind of chicken. Just any kind of chicken. It don't matter what it is, in any style.
I'm with you with that one. All right, your go-to show that you watch?
SpongeBob.
Okay. Favorite NBA team?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I've always been a OKC fan, so say OKC.
Makes sense. KD. All right.
Yeah, I've always.
Give me the name of your favorite fictional character of all time.
Fictional character? I'm gonna go back to the same show, SpongeBob. SpongeBob, I'm gonna keep it straight up. Or Patrick. I just love it.
Okay, all right. Who's your most favorite historical character of all time?
Historical character? What do you mean? Like
character? Someone from history, famous, infamous, whoever. Who's your most favorite? There are no wrong answers.
That's a great question.
That's what I do. I ask the great questions.
I haven't hurt anybody. Historical character.
Well, here's the good news. You got all of history to choose from. So,
you know what? I'm gonna just go out the blue. Abraham Lincoln. He was tall.
There you
go. I love the top hat.
All right. What's the name of the last book you read?
Last book? I'm a huge Diary of a Wimpy Kid fan, so I love reading those. I have the whole collection.
Okay. All right. Would you rather dunk on somebody or block somebody when they're trying to dunk on you?
Dunk on somebody.
All right. We are here with Zavion Stanton. Xavion, you are now a Knick boy playing for the Las Vegas Knicks this summer. Tell me about your first experience, first practice with the Knicks.
It's so much different, like basketball, like that I've played, and I love it. It's just so much more fast-paced, aggressive. It's just all around. It's a lot more fun. I get to enjoy myself a lot more. I love it.
Shout out to my guy Lamar Biggie, big friend of mine. I actually got off the phone with him today. I want to make sure I give him some love. You guys are running on the Next Pro circuit this summer. How's the competition been on that circuit?
It's a lot actually different than what I've seen. There's a lot of people that are my size with actual like build and they're strong. So it's been great, like competition wise. I felt like I'm there with the right group of people. You know what I
mean? Is it easier for you or more difficult when you're playing against guys that, like as they say, you can look in the eye versus being the biggest guy on the court all the time?
It actually is easier playing against someone my size or you look in the eye. I think just because, you know, the people that are shorter, they're always swatting at the ball. You can't see them. You got somebody against your size. So I mean, I love it.
Now, give me the name of the toughest player that you've played against, either on the circuit or during the high school season. Actually, give me a couple of names.
RJ from Rancho.
Yeah. Okay. RJ Whittle, that's a good one.
Yep. Chase from Centennial.
Chase Jackson. Shout out to my guy Chase Jackson. Yeah.
Also come from there, Tremaine. I played with him a little bit, but also just going against him, just Tremaine too.
Okay. That's a good crop right there. Tremaine Anderson, one of my stock risers, saw him a couple of weeks ago. So that's a great group right there. We are here with Xavion Stanton, and I want to talk about what everyone wants to speak about. Your recruiting. It's been crazy. I know it's went from almost 0 to 60, what feels like overnight, and there's a lot of schools in front of you, but I'm curious to ask you, what's the most important thing to you about the school that you ultimately choose?
So I want just a great balance between academics and basketball. I just want to be able to have both, just in case, you always got to think about if basketball doesn't work out. I got my academics to rely on, so just like that.
Do you have a major or a field picked out that you're interested in?
Definitely the design field, like engineering, like kind of just, I'm really big on like interior design, so I just like with that kind of field.
Okay. Something I'm curious to ask a lot. I get a chance, fortunately, to talk to a lot of college players and high school guys going to college. With the transfer portal now being so much a part of college basketball, when you're making your decision for the school that you're going to attend, are you looking at it as a one-year decision, or are you looking for a school that you could potentially spend 4 years at?
I definitely am looking for a long-term 4 years. I think it not only is beneficial for me, but it shows loyalty as well. So.
Okay. I'm sure a lot of schools would love to hear that too. That's great. Now talk to me a little bit about what's been the best part of the recruiting process.
The best part is just honestly seeing just how many schools are out there, because a lot of these schools I haven't really heard from just because I don't do my research as much. Now I am. But just how exciting it is, just how like I've always seen this like process, and like I've never actually thought that it would like become a reality. So being able to see it become a reality is actually very eye-opening.
What's been the toughest part of the process?
Toughest part is probably now that that's happening, you gotta live up to those expectations, and you have to actually exceed those expectations. So going out on the floor, you can't necessarily, I'm gonna put this, have a bad game, even though you can. It's like you can't, you gotta show out for yourself, but also those people watching, because you never know who is.
There's now a target on your back.
Yes, that as well. That actually is a great one, target on your back. Everyone they see you, so.
Is there a moment when you realize, you know what I mean, like, oh, they're here for me? Like, is there a time when you realize that there was that target on your back when you walked out on the floor?
Yes, when I play against some of the bigs out there, and they know me already, so they're like, they know what I'm gonna do, they know like where I'm gonna go. Like I experienced that out there in Kansas. So
okay, that's a great story. I love that. They were ready for you. They really did. You really did have the target on your back. That's a great segue now. Like I said, you're blowing up. You got schools all over the country that are vying for your service. But I want to know how much you know about these schools. So we're going to we're going to take a little geography quiz.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Absolutely not, but okay.
So I'm going to give you the name of the university. You got to give me the city that the campus is located in, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's start easy one. University of Iowa.
Iowa City.
That is excellent. Good. Very good. Right off the bat. All right. How about Xavier University?
Xavier, I remember talking about this, but I honestly, it's not coming to mind right now. It's not coming to mind right now at all.
Xavier University and the Fighting Coach Millers are in Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's what it was, Ohio. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna keep these in my mind.
How about the University of Northwestern?
Northwestern? Oh, it feels so bad not knowing these. It feels terrible. It feels so bad.
Well, this is why we're practicing.
Yeah, no, this is great. It's like I'm in class.
Yeah.
No, I have no clue.
Northwestern and the Fighting Coach Collins are in Evanston, Illinois. All right, I'm going to give you a lock. The University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas.
Okay. Now, if you missed that one, we got to end the entire. End the entire show. Do you want one more bonus one?
Let's try it. Let's go.
All right. Arizona State University.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say it. Shoot. See, being so close to there, you seem like you would know it, but I don't.
See, that's good. I do know it.
Oh, well, see,
You're not even going to give me a guess? The audience is going to want at least one guess. I'll give you a hint. It's a city in Arizona. That's a hint. That helps.
Oh, yeah, that's great. No, shoot.
All right, I'll let you off the hook. It's in Tempe, Arizona. Coach Bobby Hurley, two-time national champion at Duke, is the head coach over there. But Arizona State University is in Tempe, Arizona. The good news is you still got 2 more years to have to learn all these schools anyway. So that's good to
I'm
know.
definitely going to be doing my research.
We are here with Xavion Stanton. I'm Bruce from Prep Hoops. Xavion, I'm so glad I got to catch up and talk to you today. I want to wrap up by looking ahead to this season with Sierra Vista. First and foremost, I need to talk about your current head coach, Mr. Joseph Bedowitz. I'm not sure if you realize the man is a basketball lifer who's been around this town quite a bit. Can you talk to me about the first time that you met Coach Joe?
Well, first time I met him, I had like this weird impression. I never really played organized ball, so I didn't really know what to expect. But as like practices went on, he's like a really chill dude to be around and just a great coach, like all around. He's there because he wants like to help to see you succeed. So he's willing to help wherever he can.
Now, we talked earlier about how you improved so much from year 1 to year 2. Can you talk to me a little bit about what your improvement from year 2 to year 3 looks like?
Honestly, just coordination, like footwork. That's really going to be one of my key things. Being able to, sometimes, who knows, maybe you'll see me bring the ball up the floor once, like something like that. Like being able to dribble, being able to extend my play even further out to the 3-point line, maybe if so. And really just improving and kind of finalizing my post moves and my just paint play in general.
Now, I don't know if you know the history of Sierra Vista, but it's been a long, long time since they've won. If you can be part of one of the teams that's responsible for getting them back into the playoffs and winning, what would that mean not only to you, but also the collective group of guys that are around there? You've got guys like EJ that came in there with you and things like that. What would it mean to that group? And is that something that you guys discuss amongst yourselves?
It definitely is a reoccurring topic. We really are like eager for a win. We want to go all the way. So I think for being those guys that also have been there for a while, they're gonna really appreciate it and want it as well. Because if they see me wanting it so much, they're gonna also want it because they don't want to let people down, which I don't either. It's also just we want to play as a team and we want to win. You know what I mean?
I want to segue too. I mentioned EJ. You're a big guy, so a lot of what you do is going to be dependent on someone getting you the ball. Can you talk a little bit about, EJ and how his role and things that he does helps complement what you're trying to do?
Well, he's great at getting into the paint. He's just like that's all he does. He can shoot, so people don't know how to really guard it. So they gotta help, and that's where I come in because he also can throw great lobs. So it's just like it complements each other so well.
All right, that's perfect. Makes it perfect for you. Now, I want you to do this. You don't have to close your eyes, but I have the audience close their eyes. Now, paint this picture for them. Tell me what a dream season for Xavier Stanton and Sierra Vista looks like next year.
Next year, we make playoffs, that's for sure, and we just make a run. I just for sure want to make it past the first round because when I've been a part of this team, that's as far as we went, and I want to go further. I definitely have a goal in mind of going state and winning a state championship, but as of now, it's just making it that next step, progress. But I know definitely by the end of it.
Well, that is perfect, man. This was excellent. I'm not going to keep you too long. I know you're busy. I want you to go hit I want you to go hit a map and go get your geography game up because there's going to be a lot of other schools coming out vying for your services. But I really appreciate you taking the time, sitting down and talking with me. This was fabulous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.